Let's be honest, Manhattan has more tourist attractions than any borough in New York City. But what if you're tired of doing what everybody else is doing? Today, I'm gonna be sharing 5 amazing hidden gems in Lower Manhattan that most locals don't even know about. You don't wanna miss this. You'd never tell by just walking by, but here in the heart of Chinatown is New York's most unique art gallery. Trust me, you've never seen anything like this before. Bring your sense of smell. Nice to meet you.
So this whole gallery always shows art that has something to do with scent. So you're not only looking at the art, you're also smelling it. Here, for example, you touch it, that will release the smell, and then you can smell it.
Oh, it's nice. It's very flowery, fruity.
Yeah, like fresh citrus kind of scent, yeah.
So you are the only olfactory art gallery in the entire world?
Yeah.
Wow. All the smells are nice smells, right? We don't do anything bad?
No, we do bad stuff. These paintings are generally nicely scented, but in the back I have some pretty nasty scents too.
Ooh. Ben, I think it's for you, man.
We'll have a smell to it.
Oh, it smells good.
Yeah. Small ones here are 1,000 each. The book is 250.
It's a unique gift to get in your next trip to New York. You guys are really thinking outside the box.
I completely agree. People love those books. We already sold more than half of what we had. For example, this, which smells like a brick.
It does smell like a brick. This is what sadness smells like.
This is what sadness smells like.
I'm not feeling too good after smelling it, actually. You're right. I'm
good.
about to cry.
So this is the worst that I got.
The worst that you got?
Yeah, so be careful with it.
So I can't like sniff it hard.
Don't sniff it hard.
Whoa. Ben, does this smell like the Philippines?
It definitely went to the good part of the Philippines.
Good part.
If you want to smell like New York City bricks when you go home, just buy one of these. And if you want to get some of the other scents of Chinatown, dumplings right next door, and looking at the awning, probably hasn't changed since like the 1980s, so you know it's legit. This is wild. I have walked by here 100 times and never even paid attention to this. It looks like a 1970s era bingo card. Fun fact, when this was built in 1971, it was the largest clock in the world. Clock is laid out on a grid, 1 to 12 for hour of the day, 0 to 59 for the minutes and the seconds, and the numbers light up hours in red, minutes in blue, and seconds in green. And it's actually still functioning perfectly. I can't imagine how many people just walk into Starbucks here never looking up at this amazing clock. Shout out to Pearl Diner right here. If you need an old school diner to eat at next trip to New York, covered it on our Best New York Diner videos. Check it out. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Is there something interfering with your happiness right now or preventing you from hitting your goals? I mean, moving to New York City can be hard on anybody. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with a licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating within 48 hours. It's not a crisis line, it's not self-help, it's professional therapy done securely online. There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network, which may not be locally available in many areas. The service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your therapist. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. All sessions are done through phone or video chat, so no more awkwardly having to sit in a waiting room like during traditional therapy. BetterHelp's committed to facilitating great matches so you can switch your therapist whenever you need to. It's more affordable than traditional therapy and financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit BetterHelp.com/John Barr, that's better, H-E-L-P, and join the over 2 million people that are taking charge of their mental health with an experienced professional. Special offer for Here Be Barr viewers, 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/John Barr. Spring is in the air. I'm so happy that there's huge lines of tourists waiting for the Statue of Liberty right now. Good sign for New York City's economy. What's amazing about this hidden gem is you have all those people lining up for the Statue of Liberty, and most of them have no clue As I call this a hidden gem, an entire school group just rushes over, making it very obvious. The American Merchant Mariners Memorial, dedicated to the over 9,000 merchant marines who died during the Second World War. And it's a really unique piece because the guy who looks like he's drowning, twice a day, due to the tides, he actually disappears, and that was very intentional. The sculpture was inspired by a photo taken by a German war correspondent aboard a U-boat after they sunk the SS Muskogee near Bermuda in 1942. Those men pictured were never seen again. Before you get in line to go to the Statue of Liberty, pay your respects to the U.S. Merchant Marines right here and look at one of my favorite pieces of public art in all of New York City. I don't even know what this is. Ben said it kind of looks like an NFT. It's amazing how when we're walking in New York City, we rarely look down at what's right in front of us. Does need a little polish though. I haven't seen a single person even look down at the Barthman sidewalk clock. It was installed late 19th century when this part of Manhattan used to be full of watchmakers and jewelers. William Barthman was trying to get people to come into his jewelry shop by putting that clock down. Now that store is now in Brooklyn, but the owners here have allowed it to stay outside on the sidewalk. I don't know what I like more, the brass circle compass here since 1884, or just the watch itself. It's so beautiful. Roman numerals down here. A little tough to see, could use a bit of a shine. Shout out to my friend Danny, huge watch enthusiast. He would love this, and it has been replaced over the years, as recently as 2018, because there was a crack due to all the delivery people walking over this and probably not realizing what was beneath it. It's on the sidewalk, and it's so interesting, yet so usually overlooked. I lived 15 minutes from here for almost a decade, and I never visited this garden. Well, we're about to change that. I legit think that they could charge admission to this and people would pay for a sculpture garden in the middle of Soho, one of the most expensive parts of New York City. A little peace and quiet. Back in 1991, the Elizabeth Street Art Gallery owner bought this land and it was just empty. And they turned it into this beautiful garden. He even brought in sculptures from the gallery to turn it into, I don't know, it's giving me these secret garden vibes, like we're in some kind of British countryside hotel and we're just frolicking about. So many places to sit. If I was around here and I had some food to go, you just bring it here, have a nice lunch. I've been to many community gardens in New York before, but I have to say this one might be the most unique. He's so little, or she.
Yeah, she.
Hi. Some of you have asked me interesting spots to get married in New York City, or interesting proposal spots. I don't know, you might win some brownie points here. You might win some brownie points. There's actually a big legal battle going on right now as some developers want to turn the garden into affordable housing, and they've proposed a different site. This is an ongoing thing. So visit Elizabeth Street Garden while you still can, and hopefully this is going to be here for a very, very long time. You want even more hidden gems? Keep watching this video right here. Let's stay on this theme. You're going to impress your friends and family a lot in your next trip.